right, welcome as we are back, ready to play some Dore, where last week we had confronted the vampire and leader of a section of Remnant and suspected League contractor Ixratu Kar. And after dealing them enormous amounts of damage, they were no longer able to hold their form and found themselves discorporated and likely put somewhere, as there was a type of teleportation. With that, at the same time, our heroes found themselves mourning over the death of Sayuri, though not being able to take much time, as they still found themselves in a rather deadly area, even with sounds and things coming from other ends, as they were badly injured and were trying to figure out how precisely to get a daughter and someone who has a powerful artifact that belongs to Mordus deep within their chest, as it seemed to be surrounded by a spell that they discovered was Prismatic Wall. A very deadly spell indeed. And it is really within all of that we're going to get back to. If you're watching, you can go ahead and give those fun inspirations and see exactly what we will see. So, that's that. You find yourselves in the dim cave, the slight crystal glow, the shimmering of the magic that surrounds the young girl. What would you like to do?
What happens if Harper tries to put her hand into the prismatic wall?
She fairly quickly goes poof.
So it can target things that aren't creatures.
Yeah. That's
okay.
The case.
Can we look around the room? And also, I remember there's another room beyond where we were, to find if there's any hints about the password.
That's right. Yeah, make investigation check.
Any possible inspo? No.
I can cast Enhance Ability.
Oh, okay, that's a 21.
Okay. As far as around the room, they're looking carefully. There's not like writing or things that you would think would be the password here. Though you do find what appears to be apparatus that you're able to discern would activate a teleportation from within the circle.
Oh, so you can teleport the girl out?
Teleport her somewhere.
Oh.
That seems to be able to function as an additional teleportation circle, so it could... You're not sure where she'd end up.
Jackson is just sitting there trying to guess passwords.
Okay.
Yeah. Who knows if any of them work? Like he tries her name. He tries blood is awesome. He tries.
Yeah, I would say in that investigation, you're able to see fire around like the stonework around the circle. There is various like damages around it, but just like slight. Your guess here is how people seem to have accessed it reliably has been for them to go in layer by layer, dealing different types of damage. So you see fire, acid, lightning, poison residue, some icy bits there.
Oh, so we need to break the prismatic wall as opposed to. We could try to break it.
You actually think that seems to be what's done more reliably than any type of passworded thing.
I know how to break a prismatic wall. Would Lithra know how to break a prismatic wall?
You're saying Lithra doesn't know?
I think she was asking if Lithra
Yeah,
would know.
if
You were asking. Okay,
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if you were telling me or you were asking. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
No worries. Does she know the spell at all?
It's not possible. It's a
Not
ninth level
possible. Yeah. Okay. So go ahead and give me Arcana check.
spell. Okay. 27.
27. Okay. So yeah, I would say looking carefully, being able to discern the runes here, you get the layers and how powerful each one is and how they might be destroyed.
Okay, everyone. So I think we need to like do this sequentially, and each layer takes a different method to destroy.
Like what?
Like for the red one, we need to deal some cold damage to it.
Oh. Don't know if I can do that. I don't really have anything.
Can I target the first layer with Ray of Frost, or is that only creature? I think that's...
Wait, I think you'd be able to use Ray of Frost, yeah.
Okay, I do 25 cold damage to the red layer with Ray of Frost.
Okay, yeah, so able to get through. See a little shimmer.
Does anyone have anything that produce wind for the second layer?
Yeah, we'll all blow on it at once.
I do, but I'm pretty tired.
I got nothing.
Just imagine what it could be.
Maybe we could go. Does it have to be magic that we use?
No, it just says really strong wind.
Maybe we could go to Thunderbrands and see, or back to the marketplace and see if they have like mechanical things that explode when you throw them, and it creates the thing we need.
Oh, wouldn't that harm the person we were trying to rescue as well?
Oh, does the wall not protect her?
I don't think against an explosion the wall would
Oh.
protect her.
Damn.
Oh, no.
And create.
My only thought is maybe we can dig underneath it, but I don't know if this wall extends underneath. Lithra, would you know that?
Does it look like the wall is like a spherical shape?
It does seem to be, it does seem to be a sphere from what you can tell.
Then it extends on the ground as well, I think.
All right. I mean, the best I got is I can get us into Thunderbrands and we could. But I don't want to leave her here and come back and find her gone.
Well, I mean, I can rest up. If I just get like a little bit of rest, I think I'll be good to go, and then I can stay here just in case, and then, or a couple of us, and some other of us can go to Thunderbrands and see if they can help us out. Because I mean, we do have these nice adventure passes, so we can go where we need to in the city.
That might be.
To be clear, the only thing with time here, and you'd be able to get, like, Lithra would say, you're not sure when or how that could be differently activated. It's possible that could be activated at any time, the circle. So it would be the time. It would probably take about 2 hours to get somebody from Thunderbrands and back.
Oh.
Can we just find something and like make a fan out of it and like try to make a wind that's strong enough for a second layer of this 9th level spell?
Yeah, let's try it. I'll see what I have on me.
Back in the room, I have a Neri crash, so that's back in the room. So where my vials of acid are too, so.
Well, you're really fast. Maybe you can run back to the room. Let's see.
Because I'd be able to help with fire and potentially some necrotic energy, but it wouldn't be much necrotic.
And the 4th layer requires a pass wall spell, which I cannot get unless we long rest. Oh.
I have my backpack with me, which includes my bedroll and a small blanket. So I want to take the blanket and try and tie it strategically. If not, does anyone have like a staff or a quarterstaff? Because all I got is a great sword, and I'll try that if it works, unless anybody has anything else.
I would give you a quarterstaff.
Nice. Tie the blanket to the quarterstaff, and then move it back and forth as fast as I can.
Give me an athletics check.
There are its best.
24.
24. I think with this, as you, I would say it takes about 10 minutes for you to get it kind of, or it should be like a wind, but then you do see that outer layer shimmer away. So red and orange are gone.
Okay. They did it. Here's his staff back. Okay. What's the next one?
60 force damage. Does anyone have anything that would deal that much force damage? Or do you have? Does anyone have a cantrip that deals force damage or something, and we can like accumulate?
Yeah, because it can be accumulated.
The only thing I have that dealt force damage got used in the fight with the vampire.
I would try my magic missile.
Okay. So you can do one, then do another, and see until you get to the 60.
Okay, the first one is 11 times 3, that's 33 force damage. Second one is 9 times 3, 27. Oh, that's exactly...
Oh, there you go.
Nice. Oh man, you're killing it.
Yeah, those are my last spell slots.
Alright.
And then the green one is a bit... Does anyone have anything that can pass through walls? Any spell that does that?
Oh. No.
Would like a Misty Step or something like that work?
Oh, wait, Matt, you said this one is a bit strange. I think we can see through this prismatic wall and see that the girl is in there? Or is it like opaque and...
Yeah, you can see her.
Oh.
So you get this knowledge that's in the spell because you're figuring out how it works. If it would be cast at 5th level, another spell might work. And generally, teleportation magic doesn't prevent teleportation in general at all.
Don't have anything that teleports. Well, I mean, Harper teleports. Kind of.
Don't you teleport to Harper?
We switch places.
Can you poof her and make her appear inside and then try and switch places?
I was assuming. Does it look like there's enough room inside of this area for 2 people?
Yeah.
So can Harper appear inside next to the dwarven girl
Yes.
with 15 feet range?
I don't recommend actually teleporting.
But I can't take people with me when we switch places. I would have done that already. I'm not that stupid. I can only take what I'm carrying with me.
And we do want her alive, right?
Right.
Okay.
We can try. And Harper is going to disappear from where she is and reappear in that portion of the wall
Like in the wall?
to see if that counts as teleportation magic to nullify that part of the wall. If not, then she just disappears again.
Oh, I see that part. Yeah, no. That won't. It doesn't create a hole.
Okay.
I've got oil of etherealness.
Oh, what?
Oil of etherealness.
What does that do?
Saving it for something else, but it gives you the effect of the etherealness spell, which lets you basically phase through things.
So you give that to me, I go in there, give it to her, and she can get out?
Player knows that would be prevented by the force layer, but we just destroyed the force layer. So yeah, we could do that. Yeah. So Mortis will kind of step over to Jackson, and you'll need to basically coat her with this, and then she should be able to phase in and out of reality for an hour.
Okay, so she doesn't
Is she even conscious?
She is.
Okay.
So she doesn't have to drink it. I just have to pour it on her?
No, it's oil that's intended to be covered. It's intended to cover a creature and its equipment and everything it's carrying.
Okay. And we only have one of these, so I want to make sure that everybody thinks this is like we think this will work. Like there's no kind of magic that's gonna block this. Lithra, do you know?
Do I know? Because I don't think it blocks the ethereal plane, but
Not from what you can tell.
okay, yeah, I think it might work.
Okay. Okay. Last thing, we're sure we don't have any other solutions to getting through this next layer, right? I don't have anything.
Not currently, no.
Do I?
Okay. All right. So Harper will reappear inside with the dwarven girl, and then my Jackson's fur color begins to fade into gray as Harper's takes on color, and they switch places.
Okay. So yeah, then you're in there.
Guys, can you hear me?
You can.
I didn't die. Okay. All right. And I'll talk to the dwarven girl. Hi, my name is Jackson. Sorry about all of this. We're trying to get you out. This is our magic oil, and if I coat you in it, like pour it on you and coat you in it, then you'll be able to kind of move through walls, and you'll be able to move out of here without being injured. Is that okay?
You want to oil me up? Sure.
Is it okay to touch you?
Yeah.
Not in the.
I think I can do it myself.
Yeah. That works too. Here you go.
Yeah. And she does, and it does seem to work. And so you're sure it's safe to walk through?
Just make sure you're all covered. Yeah, because you can just think about walking through the wall, just visualize it in your mind. Be like, nothing can touch me.
Okay.
Feel the magic.
Just want to check the item here.
Oil of etherealness?
Yeah. So I'm looking for here. Okay.
It grants the effect of the etherealness spell.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking right now. Okay. Perfect. Then she becomes somewhat transparent as she holds her breath
You did it.
and whoom, walks on through.
And Harper and I swap places, and Harper vanishes and reappears beside me. All right. Now, I think you just visualize being present and in the moment, and you'll come back.
She does so, and slowly she's able to. She comes back and is as whole as she was.
Good job. All right. Now let's get you back to your dad.
Okay. Right, from here, what would you like to do?
When we entered this place and there was the room we kind of skipped and moved right on to the room with the red crystals, were there people in the other room, in like the blue room?
You did see, you were able to see some people like working and like mining some of the crystal.
Right. Okay. Just making sure I remember correctly. Okay. I think we should be on the lookout for people that might be trying to stop us from leaving, but or come and get revenge. I think we're ready to. Is everybody ready to go?
Well, now that we're out of danger of her being whisked away, it might be worth taking a short rest here
Oh yeah.
so that we can recover before we get ambushed on our way out.
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
I'm barely standing as it is.
All right. One thing,
Oh,
Lithra, if you are taking time here, you could copy to where this circle can be pointed to.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I will definitely do that.
All right, so your attempt is to hole up here? Okay.
Yeah. Take a short rest.
So, is there any precautions you've taken? Because you do have a transportation circle in the same room with you.
I'm going to first use some hit dice and heal myself by the class feature as an action, and I will stand guard at the circle.
I have a way to make a trap. I mean, I got some glue bombs and stink bombs, but I don't have any way to turn them into a trap and spring when they come through. I mean, ultimately, I think that prismatic wall is going to keep them from doing much until they use the password and shut it down. But
Yeah. I don't have anything to make a trap. I used all my glue bombs in the fight.
Show me what you're trying to do.
I'll just hold them at the ready in case something comes at us. Well, I do suggest we wait out of sight of it and trap the stairway. Or maybe not trap the stairway, but watch the stairway.
Right. Harper is going to wait inside the teleportation circle.
Okay.
So if anything nasty comes through, they're going to have a bad day.
Nice. Sounds good. Then anything else? All right. Then those of you here, go ahead and you can roll me d12s.
T12.
I got a 12.
Yep, 5.
10.
Got a 1.
A 3.
Okay. About halfway into your rest, then there is a flash of light, and a crystal orb appears floating in the circle.
Just like chest height, floating in.
It's about 3 feet in diameter and floats about 4 feet off the ground.
Oh.
Oh.
Is it completely clear in the sphere?
It does seem to have a bluish color to it, and it's opaque, but does glow from within.
Don't know what that is. Is it okay for Harper to smash it? We can all go in the other room in case it explodes.
As you're discussing, it floats up out of the wall, and a flash of light whoom, goes out, and it's almost like it's projecting a sphere of light out, and then it comes back, and then it turns red.
So where is it floating?
Now it's about above the summoning circle, about 10 feet off the ground.
Yeah. Harper is going to try and jump up on top of it if it's large enough to 3 feet wide, large enough to stand on. She's going to jump up on top of it and then just start swinging down into it when it turns red.
Okay. I think she can attempt to do that. Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Okie dokie. It's a dirty 20.
She is able to hit that. Roll me the damage.
All right. 21 slashing and 15 radiant.
The total of it hits and this begins to crack, and then it shatters as there is around it there is a small explosion of fire. So it's charging up to make a bigger one. Harper is no more in that moment. And the pieces of it fall down.
That was good work, Harper.
She reappears next to me. What was that? Oh man, magic stuff really messes with me. There's so much I don't know. I mean, can they just send a bunch more of those?
Possibly.
Well, I mean, if that's all it is, Hopper can keep taking them out as quick as they show up. So I think we attempt to rest here again before going out. Is everyone okay with that? Okay. Oh, pat Harper on the shoulder. It's like, you good? She just gives a nod, and she goes back into the teleportation circle.
Okay. There's it back. And you can see that the runes of it are beginning to power up once more.
Oh, that's probably not good. Harper's gonna ready her blade.
Sounds good. All right, so you do that as it seems to get ready for what it's I would say. Sorry, it seems to get ready for it, and here.
Oh. Can I, while we're waiting for it power up, deploy my gnomish combustion preemptive extinguisher?
Yes. But as it does, it powers up in a enormous metal. Appears to be metal, but is like blue construct. Appears. You see clockwork designs in rune encrusted muscle like chains. And a lodestone that glows. As it, the first thing it's going to do is attack Harper.
Do they have to roll initiative against one another since she can't be surprised?
Sure. Let me do this. What's up here? All right, y'all can roll initiative.
Oh, sorry. Do you want me to re-roll?
I mean, you can tell me what it was. I don't care.
It's 28.
Okay. All right, looks good.
Wait, is this Courtney's new character?
Go ahead, Jackson.
All right. So first swing is actually before the first swing. I'm going to use the feature that I haven't used yet, and I'm going to bonus action use Hexblade's Curse on this creature.
Okay.
And now I can crit on a 19 or 20.
Nice.
And let's see. Make sure you gain a bonus damage against the curse. Oh, an additional 4 damage when I hit it. All right. So the first one is a 21 to hit.
You said 21 to hit.
Yes.
If that hits.
All right. So that is going to be 17 slashing
Nice.
and 8 radiant. And then 4 on top of that from 4 additional damage.
Nice.
I'll remember to calculate that in. All right, the next one is a 24 to hit.
That hits.
So, 23 slashing and 9 radiant.
Very good.
The third attack. Oh no, that's not great. It's 14 to hit.
That will just pierce out the metal.
Ooh. And then she's going to use her last Unleash Incarnation for a fourth swing. That's a 23 to hit.
That hits.
19 slashing and 9 radiant. And that's the end of my turn.
All right. Okay, well, there is a pulse of energy. Comes around it, and you see various like loose metal darts that were left around, whatever, immediately cling to it. And I need everyone wearing metal armor to give me a strength save.
Does that include the bracers of defense? Probably.
I don't think are they classified as armor?
They're not.
Yes or no?
Okay.
24.
Very good.
Does the studded part of studded leather count?
No, I don't do that.
Okay.
25.
25. Okay. Very good. Then it'll essentially get a 22 on the hit for Harper.
That hits. She vanishes.
All right. It kind of comes out. All right, which is good saves because you would have been pulled through prismatic wall.
Oh.
And it moves 40 feet, and it looks like it's actually going to a particular place. It's not necessarily going towards MU, it's going towards a part of the wall with great fervor.
You just walk through the wall without anything happening?
Correct.
Oh, neat.
But then we'll go here to so it's kind of so Mortis.
Oh, my turn. I'm gonna chug a healing potion. 2d4 plus 2, right? Something. Well, that's my last one. Let's take that off before I forget to do that. And there's a big metal golem, right? So, you know what? Let's try a glue bomb. I'm gonna throw a glue bomb at it.
Yeah.
So DC 12 dex save.
Good. I rolled a 12 for an 11.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, so it's restrained, and I don't want to be anywhere near it, so I'll, keep my distance, because I got nothing left in the tank, guys. Yeah, that's everything I got.
Okay, I think with that, it seemed like it didn't really think of you as being there, and now it sort of like turns as though it's like, oh, someone's in here with me. Luthra.
I'm going to try firebolt.
You got it.
It's 26 to hit for 22 fire.
Yeah, it goes whew, and it hits solidly, but it doesn't seem that it can burn it.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Brazen Edge.
Oh, that doesn't bode well. So, first things first, I gotta do a bonus action to do magic weapon. It is again, that's 10. So, and he is going to approach and hit it with the longsword. For a nat 1. That'll end his turn.
You have advantage. It's restrained.
Oh. For a nat 2.
Nice.
Okay, so you had a ching. Comes off the armor. Anything else?
That'll end his turn.
Okay. Oliver.
Using his eye for detail, can he see what this thing was like running towards? Is there something like that it was particularly making a beeline for?
I think looking over where it's going, you can tell now that like it has this very direct line. This portion of the wall, it looks like it's been masonried instead of carved.
Oh.
But
So it's
weirdly, like pieces of it have been put in, like pieces that maybe were carved at one have been masonried in, so it kind of is very hard to tell. But it is going towards that, looking like it might want to destroy this section.
Interesting. Alright then. Oliver will kind of point that out, and he will keep a wide berth and take 2 shots at this guy for his restraint. So, nat 20.
Nice.
Nice.
Get that sneak attack.
Yeah, your volume's really quiet, Laz.
Is this better?
Yeah.
I think I need to be right up here. Alright.
Oh, now we're quiet.
Oh. 6, 7, 12, 15, 30. Total of 36 piercing, magical piercing.
Very nice. Very good. Okay, so you can see you kind of dig it into the metal fairly hard now. You can kind of see a few wires and sparking apparatus in there.
I'll use my second shot to. Well, I'll just take a second shot at it, I guess, with -5 for sharpshooter.
Got it.
That's gonna be a 1, 12, 13 to hit.
Bounces off.
Alright. And that'll be his turn.
All right, then Jackson.
All right, Harper reappears. She runs in while it's stickied. That's cocked. But that's a 23 to hit. .26 slashing.
Nice.
10 radiant. Attack. That's a dirty 20 to hit. Is that one good?
Yeah, that'll miss.
A dirty 20 misses. Okay.
Yes.
And third attack. That's a nat 20. There we go.
Here we go.
All right. So that is 32 slashing. And 23 radiant.
Ooh. Very good.
And if this thing looks fine after all that,
You look at it now, it is extremely tore up.
okay. All right, guys. I think Harper can do this. If Mortis, if you can keep it stuck there, I think we're good. And that's my turn.
Okay. Okay. It breaks through this stone wall here. as everything falls down.
Does it just not care about being restrained?
I mean, restrained doesn't mean it can't hit a wall.
Oh, it was next to the wall.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was next to the wall. Okay.
So brings it down, and then it and then it hits what looks like a metal box real hard. This is and the box begins to vibrate like very, very quickly.
Did he self-destruct the place?
In addition, Mordus, you can see a bound and gagged humanoid figure in there that is they're essentially kneeling, as though you have a sense that they are mobile. They're not lying down or anything like that. That they kind of shock and move as all this is occurring. And Mortis, it's your turn.
Oh. Hold on, let me read something real fast. How long does that last? Oh, end of your next turn. Okay. Okay. I don't want to do this, but this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to run over to the person, and I'm going to pull out the power crystal of Fold Space, and I'm going to crush it and open a portal back to our room in the inn. And I'm going to drag Sayori's body, myself, and this kneeling figure through it.
Amazing. Mortis left y'all.
No, it's still open. It's
Still
open
open, okay.
until the end of my next turn.
Does it go two ways?
No, one way.
Okay.
It only goes one way.
Very cool. All right. In that case, Lithra.
I dash and go through the portal.
Yeah. Let's see. I think to be, you know what? Because I don't want to be fair, Mortis, I'll give an op attack on you through this portal, I think. And then,
I was
because if anyone's going to get it, Mortis is going to get it, I think.
Well, I would step in the wind to avoid that.
Oh, and then Lithra's getting it. All right. There we go.
I mean, I only have 9 health. If it
It
hits
is
me,
a
I don't even get to do
disadvantage,
it.
so we'll see what happens. Roll 4 on the die for a 19.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. So I still think it would be okay. But that is 29 slashing damage.
Yeah, I'm still good.
Yeah, so it falls through. Then Brazen Edge.
I think this is our cue to leave as he follows them into the portal.
You got it. Then Oliver.
Yeah, he's gonna make a mad dash for it too.
Got it. No one's grabbing the dwarven girl right now. Correct.
I mean,
I was just
She's got 2 legs.
that's
I
what
mean,
I'm seeing. Just being clear. So Oliver's going through, very good. And then
Well-
Jackson.
No, Jackson's like, okay, you see the portal that Mordred's open? You need to run through that really quick.
She'll follow you. Okay.
Luther paved the way.
Yeah.
And as we're running, Harper's going to see if she can finish this thing off.
Okay.
So that's it's 27.
That hits.
25 slashing and 5 radiant. That's a 23 to hit
That hits.
for 20 slashing and 9 radiant. And the last one, oh, terrible. That's disappointing. That's only a 17 to hit.
Okay, that'll miss.
We all run through the portal.
Okay. So Harper gets out of there too with you.
and as you arrive, Mortis will just be like, "Be ready, because it can come through too."
Nah, I'm pretty sure it's stuck there forever. You glue bombed it.
Okay, so we're going to kind of pause for a sec. So this is going to be one of those fun thematic things where this probably takes the place in, just a few seconds, but it might take a few minutes for us to RP out. So we're not going to worry about that bit of it. But because we don't want to do actions necessarily, but we can do this because a few things occur. As you come out, you see Seraphina there with a woman you do not know. And they are talking. They both kind of out. And at this point, I think the figure you've taken is they have a hood over their head, and they are bound. They kind of hit the ground and make a noise. Is there anything kind of in these moments of like what's happening? And for all of this, I will, Courtney, you can describe Aerolith as you're having some tea with Seraphina.
you see a tiefling woman, mid-20s, inky black skin, crimson hair and eyes, just decked out in jewelry on her horns, ears, face, and also her skin is covered in tattoos. She has a necklace, a chain around her neck with what looks like a man's ring hanging from it. And she has the teacup up to her mouth, looking like she's about to take a sip when you guys come rushing through, and her eyes are just wide as she's just staring at you. And then she just goes, nice of you to join us.
Stranger danger.
Who are you?
Aerolith, you guys should be the menagerie, correct?
That's us.
Maybe. Who are you?
It looks like you have bigger problems on your hand than who am I?
Don't worry about the giant golem in the other room. Pay no attention. It's fine. Everything's handled.
Okay.
All right. I do think, so I think are we just leaving the bound person on the ground?
Oh, Lizard is going to pull the hood down and see like if they know.
Okay, pull the hood
See
down.
who they are.
So Jackie.
Just send me a yes or a no in
Oh.
Discord so I know how to RP this out real quick.
Sorry. Oh,
You know what I mean? So I just need an answer of that.
there you go.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Yeah, you pull down the hood, and there, underneath the hood is a young woman, blonde hair, kind of elven ears, blue eyes, and strangely enough, a very elegant dress, despite where she just came from. You can kind of see the top of it there as the hood comes off. And she just puts on this smile when she sees you and just says, "Oh, thank you. Thank you for saving me. That was so kind of you. I appreciate that so very much. Would you be so kind as to undo these bindings?"
Saving you was not really our intention, but who are you? Why are you there?
Okay, I think now is a great time for this thing to walk through the portal. It got a 28 on its action to get out of the glue. So it is as you see this thing. This large, huge. So as it comes out, the floor kind of creaks a little bit due to the weight. As it gets its head, this scratches the top of the ceiling.
Do you need us to, Jackie and I, to roll initiative?
Go ahead now. Yes, tell me
Okay.
what it's not going to populate. You just have to tell me what it is. And then
Yeah,
I'll
that's
show you.
fine.
It's not like Courtney's pop-up anyway.
Mine's a 23.
21.
And yeah, I don't think you put your character in here, did you? From when I did it, Jackie.
Oh,
Alright.
no.
That's okay. Cool. Easy enough then. Perfect. So then since that's its turn to come in, the very next person to go would be question mark.
Yeah, so I'm still bound. So
Yeah. You see this thing on your bound.
are my feet bound? Are my hands bound? What exactly is going on?
Yeah, wrists behind your back,
Mhm.
and ankles, and then they're kind of bound together.
Okay, I just gonna turn back and just say, "Oh, sure is too bad. I can't help with that." And I just kind of roll behind everybody else.
Perhaps you could do half your
Thank you for
speed, like,
saving me.
"Oh,
That was,
no."
that was so kind. I appreciate you saving me.
Just worm crawl your way across the room.
Perfect.
That's my turn.
Then Aerolith.
Oh, she pulls out a short bow as she steady aims it. I didn't know I was coming in, so I don't have any of my dice out. Steady aims it for advantage. Where's my other? There it is. And then boop. Probably not. Only a 19 to hit.
Not a miss.
Yeah, that's fine. And then she'll yeah. She will go ahead and do a bardic inspiration. Who's next? Actually, no, she'd probably choose Jackson. She Yeah. Jax, or I should know your name. Bunny Boy. Yeah, here. I know you can hit this creature really well. As she gives you a bardic inspiration, and it's a D8.
All right, then Mortis.
Oh, she's gonna. The innkeeper's gonna be so mad. Yeah. What do I got that I can do that's not gonna give me? I mean, only thing I got that I can do is punch it. So I'm gonna punch it. Nope, that's not gonna hit. Second attack. Probably also not going to hit. Nope, that's not going to hit. Those are both terrible rolls. Mortis is panicking a little bit. Bonus action, patient defense. Just in case. And this is going to be my turn.
Got it. Lithra.
It looks like this new person wants the help. Can I firebolt the rope that was tying her down?
Yeah. I would say if you're using your action, everything can be undone. Though you take 5 fire damage there from the rope being burned.
But evocation wizard.
It's not a save though, so I don't.
Yeah, you
yeah.
hit the thing.
Yeah, that's my turn.
You got it. So question mark is now unbound and brazen edge.
He's gonna go up to it and try to swing at it with his longsword. So that is it turns into a +1, so an 18 to hit, which I think misses.
Yeah, that misses. Ding!
And then my second attack, because I get 2 attacks. For a nat 20 for 29.
Nice.
For a total of 11 slashing damage.
So you hit it for the 11. At that point, it glows a bright blue, and everything slows down as it explodes. I need dexterity saving throws from everyone in the room.
Okay.
So this is going to be a 23 dex.
Woo! I made it! Just barely.
The failures. So I'm going to have to do this in 2 ways. So the first bit of damage is 20 force for a fail, and then 10 for the success.
Evasion.
Right.
And I'm actually resistant to force magic.
And
Perfect.
Lithra, I know you're within 10 feet of me, so you get a +5.
To what?
The save.
Your save.
Oh, okay.
And then it is 19 fire for a fail, 9 for success.
You said evasion for this, right?
If you have evasion and you made the save, it would work, or whatever. Yeah.
I didn't.
All these tieflings,
Even if you, or it would be half if you didn't make the save.
all these tieflings, I got to just make sure that I'm resistant to fire damage as well. Because I don't know with this tiefling. Defenses. Yep, fire resistance. So how much for resistant if you failed? 9?
9.
Okay.
And Seraphine is blasted back from this, though you look and she is conscious. from this blast. And though there is now a black mark everywhere, as this goes out, it's as though initially it is the fire of things burning, and then this energy pulses in a second wave, and all the bits and bobs of this thing are disintegrated as that energy pulse moves out, leaving no trace of it other than a room that is aflame, and pieces are missing. So you are now in a room on fire. Vision Edge, anything else with your turn?
That'll end his turn.
Oliver!
They're not gonna believe what just happened here. Unsure of what to do. Oliver's gonna give himself a pat on the chest and cast Cure Wounds.
Yeah, I will say, start of your turn, 2 fire damage from the burning room.
Ah! Yeah, so 1 Cure Wounds for 10. And then he'll reach into his pocket and down another potion of healing. Because he's not looking too good. And he will move out of the way of the fire as much as he can.
It's the room.
He'll make for the exit.
Okay. Yeah, opening the door of a burning room is exactly the right move. So, as you open, and now some air nice rushes in, and as you start to get out.
Oh no! Like I'm. What's that movie?
Backdraft.
Yeah, Backdraft. That's what I'm picturing.
Jackson, 1 fire.
If I take fire damage at the start of my turn, I go unconscious.
Yeah, start of your turn is 1 fire damage is what I rolled.
That's what you needed.
Jackson passes out from it. Actually, the skull is no more. Question mark.
Yes. So I'm in a burning room. The thing you said the thing was gone now. It's out. It's
Correct.
done. Okay. All right. Who's all on the ground right now? Jackson. Okay. Anyone else?
I don't think anybody else now.
All right. So she for a moment looks like she's about to make her way out of there, but upon kind of seeing Jackson laid out, it's like she considers it, and then she goes back and she's going to pick up Jackson to try and get him out. So she will pick up him and start making her way out of this burning room.
You got it. Okay. Sorry. You got a fire damage too. All right. And then Aerolith.
And fire damage.
3.
So 2 or 1? 1.
Yeah.
Oh, 1 damage. All right. So she is going to see that Jackson is not doing very well, and she's going to cast. We don't need roasted rabbit today, and healing word him for. Let's see if it will roll. There it goes. 9 hit points back to you. And she will make sure Seraphina is okay and try and help her out of the room.
Okay. You're trying to help Seraphina out. She looks and kind of her eyes seeing who's not there. begins to cry. At least she won't be mad at me. And raises her hand, and it begins to rain in the room. And the fire is put out. And what from the party are you seeking to stay here, or are you seeking to find another place to be?
Is the dwarven girl still alive?
She is.
Okay.
I considered her a rescued, and I don't. There's a certain amount. We are not playing actual Grim Hollow, even though people use it. There is a grittiness I don't go to because we're not in that horror world.
Oh,
We're not in grim reality.
Aerolith is going to go around like trying to prestidigitate stuff, making it look like less destroyed, I guess you could say.
Yeah, especially in this moment, like there would be people probably rushing in, or you could try to not be here. But it's up to you.
Gas leaks.
Is this your home?
Jackson like kind of wakes up in someone else's arms, and despite being like charred and blackened, his fur is very soft. But he goes, hello. Oh shit, what happened?
Everything blew up. I'd put you down.
Oh, thanks. It hurt. Hells.
Okay. In that case, I think what we'll go is a bit of time comes through. People come up, see this insanity. You're easy enough able to identify your adventurer badge as far as what has occurred. Innkeeper gets very happy. Oh, it's insured. Wait, we'll just put a new room on the tab.
Oh.
I get a new. I wonder if they'll give me some new fun. Oh, okay. Oh, looks so bad. Oh, yeah. And it puts you in.
One room over.
Yeah, just one room. But with what you've been able to register, it's kind of funny. This place has been very inhospitable. This official designation really works like magic. Like very much like, yep. It's kind of all covered and things move. Whether you'll be able to keep this designation after this will be remain to be seen. But you are given so a few things. You are asked to come to the office to at a convenience. They really say within 3 days to just give a report. But for now, they're not going to interrogate you because you're not criminals. They can do math, see who's not there. There's these things where they'll like take your, let you all take a moment, so we can kind of reconvene in the scene here as you've kind of been moved to the next room. The little bit of questions there are have happened. You are in a different room.
About how much time has passed since we came here?
At this point, probably about an hour.
Okay. So she is like, she kind of looks everybody over real quick. So, what were you all doing in there?
Saving her. Point at the dwarven girl.
Oh, you all make you're all you rescue people then?
Yeah, when we can, we try to at least.
Okay. Said it? Just going to save her?
Sorry, what?
Or were you just going to save her, or was there another reason?
It wasn't just her. There's more people down there. She was just the last of them.
Yeah. I will say, incidentally, unless you really wanted to keep her, like she would have been collected, and her father would have taken her during that hour.
Jackson's pointing, and there's no one there. Like we were. Oh yeah.
I mean, you could talk to her like they refer to her. I was just saying that she wouldn't necessarily be there.
Okay.
Yeah.
There were people down there that we had to rescue. Hopefully, she corroborates our story, or we're going to be in a lot more trouble. Anyway, yeah, man, that was a mess, and we still need to go and talk to those people. I think, right, Mortis?
Yeah.
To the. Wait.
to
What about your ring? Did you get that back?
As far as I know, it's still with the girl.
Wait, we let her go without getting the ring back. Okay. That means they're still after her. I mean, they might still be after her anyway. Right?
Probably.
So there was a lady who is a tiefling and apparently also a vampire, and she had this really dark, evil, blood-worshipping death cult hidden.
Are you familiar with the remnants?
Oh, me? No.
I'll tell you all about them.
Could I insight check that?
Go ahead.
26. Oh, sorry, 27.
Yeah, she probably knows a lot more than she's letting on. She seems to be fishing right now.
And they leave teeth everywhere, and it's really gross.
Right. And this vampire you were hunting, did you get them?
Nah, they used vampire magic to disappear.
Vampire magic? What's that?
It's magic you can use when you're a vampire.
Is it evil magic?
I don't think any magic is like evil. It's kind of like how you use it, right?
Yeah, I agree.
So I guess if you're a vampire and you're using magic for bad things, then yes, it's evil magic.
Okay. So if you're a vampire and you're using evil, that... Okay, so the tiefling vampire was using it for evil.
Yeah.
All right. And you're sure she was evil?
Well, I mean, she kidnapped some people and was killing other people, and she stole some things that weren't hers.
And also, she was a vampire, right?
Well, I mean, I don't think being a vampire that means you have to be evil. It might mean you're more inclined because of the whole you have to drain people's blood to survive kind of thing. But I mean, if that's consensual, then maybe that's not a problem. But I don't think that her particular brand of vampire, I don't think she's good. Like, just as a person.
Yeah.
She's a vampire.
I am so glad you said that, because I wasn't really sure about this group, but I've run out of magic to hold on to this form, and she just shifts. And you see for you a woman with dark metallic black armor, pale skin, dark eyes, and she looks quite different from the kind elf girl that you rescued.
You look so cool.
Thank you. Oh, that was so hard to hold on to. I pretend to be that person. But I'm glad that you're not the types to just kill on sight. It's a relief.
Mm-hmm.
I apologize. I'm introductions are in order. I'm Brazen Edge, and he gestures towards Jackson.
We met him an hour ago.
Plus or minus.
I'm Jackson. And then right next to me, and this is my sister Harper.
Nice to meet you.
I point over at Morris. Your turn.
I'm Lourdes. Lost good friends down there. And that bitch tried to kill me twice.
We lost some people down there, but we could bring it back. Like magic is a thing. We can bring it back. It's fine.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah. It's fine. I point at Oliver. Your turn.
I'm Oliver. I'm not really associated with these people for long, but I'm here to help.
Hello, I'm Lithra. I'm also not really alive, you see.
No?
No.
Well, I'm Lady Charlotte. And you see also she has this actually I guess I should describe her now. So she's a young woman, kind of late teens, early 20s, large dark eyes, like I said, and sort of this pale skin. And her platinum hair has this blue satin ribbon that's been tied in with these loose ends that kind of blow down in the air. And she looks at the tiefling. I'm in awe of your jewelry.
Oh, thank you. It's nice to meet you, Lady Charlotte, Oliver, Brazen Edge, Jackson. My apologies for Bunny Boy earlier.
Why were you in a why were you in a room? That's weird.
Oh, you know what? Funny story. I was sent here to meet with you.
By who? And don't say Lady Vexolia, that one's already been taken.
Oh, no. Who?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. A dream. Well, multiple dreams, actually. I've been, chasing your guys' tail for, 6 months now.
Did another rabbit joke?
No. Oh, my apologies again.
Wait, you've been trying to find us for 6 months? Yeah. I haven't even been with the group for 6 months.
Well, you're the menagerie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for about 6 months now, I've been getting hints in my dreams to find you. to find the group, the menagerie. And Mordis and Lither, was it?
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been getting clues, so to speak. I think we have the same goal.
You want to find a firebird too?
Will that help us take down the menagerie? Or will that help us take down the league? God damn it. Will that help us take down the league?
Insight check.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm joking.
Oh, all right.
Is that what they're called? I've been calling them the Legu this entire time.
Must be dialect. Difference in dialect. But
Did your clues have pink hair?
no, not. I didn't see any hair or anything. Just the closest I would call it was be a sprite.
Well, we are the menagerie, what's left of it anyway. Are you looking to take up the cause?
The league must be taken down at all costs.
All right. I suppose the inductions fall to me now. Oliver, have you ever been in a long-term relationship?
No, I haven't.
Does a 14 hit you?
No, it doesn't.
He's trying.
All right, second set, 26.
Definitely hits.
So he takes a swing at you and then slapped you across the face with his trunk.
Stunning strike.
Menagerie.
Welcome
Oh.
to the team.
Oh, in the face.
In the face with the what's with the?
You're in the menagerie now.
Oh.
Thanks
Next.
to Brazen Edge. Have you ever been in a long-term relationship?
No.
Disappointing.
In the face.
There we
In
go.
the face. In the face.
18 to hit.
Hits.
Yep. You just he fakes with a jab and then turns around and clocks you over the head with his foot.
Like it's old. Who else wants to be in the menagerie?
Which wants to go first?
Well, I mean, you might. It's pretty new. You at least get an hour to decide if you want to be in the menagerie. But if you
know
do,
what? You know what? Preemptively, you see her hand grab the ring on her necklace. I have been in a long-term relationship.
Care to say more?
He's the reason why the league must go down.
16 to hit.
That is her AC. If you hit her in the face, she's going to stab you.
Yeah, his trunk wraps around your leg and flips you upside down. And drops you on your head.
Can I do a dexterity save to not fall on my head? You're muted.
Yeah, you're hit and it but yeah, it's not be totally embarrassed. You can do a dex save.
All right. Well, there's advantages, so I'm going to take one of those. My dice hate me because I rolled a nat 1 and a nat 2 for a 10.
That's pretty good.
For 10.
I don't land on my head, but I do land on my butt. And then she... You know, it's probably a good thing she does not have a hellish rebuke.
Or they have to go listen to the next one over.
All right, Lady Charlotte. It just leaves you to induct. Have you ever been in a long-term relationship?
Does a 21 hit?
That is my AC.
Yeah, she just pops you in the face.
Oh.
Did I do it right?
You gotta yell menagerie afterwards, but
Menagerie.
You get the idea. I'm afraid the other part isn't optional, though. Have you ever been in a long-term relationship?
Does eternity count?
Eternity.
Define eternity.
Forever?
Yeah, it probably can't.
Yeah, that seems pretty long-term. Huh. Well, now that's done. Oh, that was a long day.
Yeah, maybe we can.
You guys probably need to rest. What do you want to do with this one? She points to Sayuri's body, I guess.
Oh.
I
thought her whole body vanished.
Oh no, I can't do that. I forgot. I don't have that spell.
Did her body vanish?
I don't know how long it takes for the body to vanish.
So, I think as you're doing this, there is a black sludge that begins to pour out of the floor.
Oh, not another room.
And then rising up is a first vaguely humanoid, and then solidifies as you see a bright dressed, appears to be almost young human with stark white hair. Hey, I've come to collect her.
It's been some time. Sorry we weren't able to save her, and he'll hand over the body.
Oh, I'm taking care of her at home. But this will need repair. I look at you, though you should have been more careful with her.
This year we were talking about.
That's what he means.
She needed to shine bright.
Well, kind of picks her up very tenderly, kisses her on the forehead. She'll be pulling herself back together. A lot of new faces. I'll take her back to the dreams.
Thank you, Blueberry.
And with the two of them, they kind of bubble into darkness and sludge and back into the floorboards.
How is Serafina?
Athena looking at all of that. Sort of. She's kind of put herself in a corner of the room. Stares out to the center a little bit. It's like processing things.
I'm going to go over to her. I just sit down. It was your mother, wasn't it?
Not the one that was taken, but none of these have told me what has happened. They must mean that she's dead.
When I was about your age, I was in a bad place, and my mother was trying to save my sister. And instead of following her through a magical barrier, I stayed, and I had to watch while they ripped my mother to pieces. Sometimes I still see it when I close my eyes. The people here have seen bad things, I can tell. And if they haven't told you the truth, it's probably because they don't want you to have to see those same things. But do know that this is not the end of your life. It won't be the same. But I watched as you brought Rain into a room. You are clearly a powerful sorcerer of some kind. I am sorry this happened to you, and it's why I still walk, to try and keep people like you from experiencing these things. I'm sorry I wasn't able to do that for you.
She nods. She finally kind of looks a little bit past you. She just say thank you. She looks to everyone. Will you take me to the Lyceum?
If that is where you wish to go.
Another one who hasn't come back. He studied there. Talk to me about it. And I don't know why I can do what I do anymore.
They'd be able to guide you. They're good-hearted people.
I have a question.
Mhm.
Would Aerolith have any maybe connections with any bards that may be roaming around that may be in Craghammer right now and plan on going to it's in Iman, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would she have any connections with anybody like that?
I mean, if you spend some time, there could be some people who eventually might want to go. It's not like a big. Craighammer's not the big performance circuit people come to.
Yeah.
Going to move through. But I mean, to try to find transportation, that is a way that you could go about it.
Because
So give enough time, probably.
Yeah, because she would want her to be safe and an airless mind because the party is planning on taking down the league. They're not safe, meaning she's not safe.
So if you talk to her a little bit about, she would raise this. She'd go, I don't know you, but that was her general. She looks at Jackson.
What?
You were the general, right?
First General of War, Jackson.
First Minister of War.
First Minister of War.
Uh,
For the first.
You swore loyalty to her?
yeah, but I mean, she. Well, the last you told me is that she used magic to chase after the vampire lady, right? So just because we haven't heard back from her.
Asada brought me this. And there's a ladder. It says sorry for your loss.
Oh,
And other things, but he offered to take me to one of two places, and I'm not interested in either. I don't want to run away from this world. Not like the Fey creatures. And not like the pixies, though I think my mother was changing her mind. I want to be here. And if you have a short memory, Jackson, I can tell she's trying to put on courage a little bit. This little girl, there were quite a few people after me. And as much as I know some of you have friends, I think I trust. I know you're not going to throw me into the seas.
right.
I'd rather be brought by you.
Yeah.
And you were bringing me dangerous places before. It should be no different.
I can definitely do that.
Thank you. Breathes a little bit and looks very tired.
Well, why don't you guys get some rest?
Yeah.
As Aerolith will sit on one of the beds and pull out her lyre and just pluck at it a soothing melody for sleep.
The key of A flat and the minor chord.
Amazing. Then, if the idea is everyone take a long rest, we can go ahead and take our break. Alrighty. All right. So, what is it next you'd like to do?
Well, these guys need to go and give reasons as to why the room was blown up, right?
Well, it's a preliminary, but yeah, you do have to kind of give a full report into the office.
And remember, the main dude that we got these from, he has connections to those people.
I'll follow along.
Long rest is what you're grabbing here.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was asking private chat.
Yeah, we should probably go talk with them. Should probably go talk with the loopholes as well. Make sure that they're safe and taken care of.
There will be a message at the inn letting you know that the loopboats are currently staying within the Thunderbrand compound. And there is a note to allow specifically Mortis to visit.
Wait, did I mishear that? They specifically said not to allow him in?
No, to allow Mortis.
Oh, okay, okay.
Sorry.
All right, and we have some things to do at House Thunderbrand. And then I suppose the real question is if we can find enough information to figure out how to deal with this. With the Ixratu. Any other business anyone's worried about? Just gotta go through my list.
I'm Mortis. Odd I thought. Those are the big arcane golem things that we fought. Those are probably pretty hard to come by, right?
I imagine so.
I mean, especially in this city. Maybe the Thunderbrands might have an idea of where those, how you might get one or where you might store one.
I have a hunch that portal that they're copied goes to somewhere nice and cross.
Oh, you think that they teleported it here from way, way far away? Not. Oh.
I have a suspicion. I don't know if I'm right.
Well, I don't know if we need to, but we need to make sure that all of that's destroyed so that they can't send in reinforcements.
I have a feeling that whatever box they hit might have done the job for us.
Well, I mean, yeah, that was my guess, but
We could go check.
just a thought. But they gave us 3 days to go kind of give you a debrief on what happened, right?
Yeah.
So I think You should maybe go check on the loopholes first. Make sure they're not still in danger. That's just my thought.
Yeah, I'd prefer to prioritize that if we can, so...
All right, so are we going to go speak to this innkeeper about the burnt down room?
He seemed pretty excited about it. Like, best day he's had all year, kind of.
Listen, I have been cooped up in that place for so long. I just love talking to people.
Oh, yeah. How did you end up stuck in there?
Well, I was actually looking for Exvratu.
You like childhood best friends?
Why would you say that?
I don't know.
What, you think all vampires know each other?
Do they not?
I mean, you live forever. Don't you kind of run into each other eventually?
Pretty much.
Did she make you?
Oh, you're serious? No. No, she did not.
Did you make her?
I was planning to make her dead.
Again?
Yes, and well, I would still say dead, as in not undead.
We tried, but she got away.
How does one go about that?
How does one kill a vampire?
I mean, she vanished. And I'm guessing that you guys have an automatic retreat upon falling?
Well, not all. I mean, some of us have different abilities. For instance, I can do this, and she just transforms herself into a bat that flies around the room and then comes back and comes right back. I mean, that's a trick.
You just do that whenever you want.
Not all the time, but a couple of times every day.
Wow. She could also... Wait. No, I'm only... Because we fought it twice, right? I think I've almost killed her twice. It really is getting kind of redundant. But she keeps... Every time, right before the end, she just vanishes.
Yes. Vampires are resilient. That's why I'm still here.
So we need like a special vampire box to put her in.
No, but I might recommend... Well, for instance, what sort of weapons were you using?
Giant greatsword.
Interesting. Is it silver?
I mean, it's kind of like a metallic.
No.
I think it's
So-
just steel.
You went hunting for a vampire without any research into vampires.
Yeah. And we almost won too.
Did you?
Yeah. But then she ran away.
Wow. Well, I might recommend this time perhaps a little reading, a little study. I can help where I can. Teach you what I know, but then again, there are different types of vampires, just like there are different types of humanoids.
Oh.
Litra, is there different kinds of liches?
I'm pretty sure there is.
I mean, besides the Raven Queen approved.
Oh, I mean, like, we all have phylacteries, and I don't know, They have different abilities, different arcane abilities too.
Just aside to Lithra, Charlotte says, "Is this the first time they've asked you that?"
Well, they've asked me about liches, but not like about different kinds of liches.
Wow. Okay.
So as you're in the room here, you do hear a voice behind you, and Luther, you recognize it. Those very interesting companions you travel now, Lithra. I was surprised you made it to my doorstep. You turn and you can all see the image of our X2 car.
Do I know it's an illusion?
I doubt Jackson does.
He finds out quick when he swings through it.
Yeah.
Ah, cheating vampire magic.
It's not the bright as he, Lithra.
That's not nice.
No. My child, whom I spent so much time helping. Why would you break into my home and do so many years of work?
Are you specifically asking someone, or is it like a group question?
You get the feeling that she cannot hear you. This connections between you and me, Lithra. Your mouth is still, there's our yapping. It is by your power that I gave you. I can even allow them to see and hear me.
Well, I'm really glad that we ruined your years of work.
All this anger from wayward child. All that we gave you. We introduced you to the most powerful being in the cosmos.
What I have, I learned in Tug. It has nothing to do with you.
To seek to dismantle our connections, you have aligned yourself with the traitorous whore of a god.
Well, aligned is a strong word, but she can help me and I can help her to some degree.
What is it that you seek, little Lithra? And you can feel free to talk to Lithra, by the way, as this is happening. But just that the X2 won't respond.
Fall of your god.
She laughs. You really think you're up to it?
I have time. I have allies. I can try.
You had a few others. Ah, you do find replacements quick, I see.
And you look a lot more composed than last I saw you.
Yes. Never work and live in the same place.
Hey, Lithra.
Hmm?
Ask her if she ever gets sad, knowing that she has to live forever being that ugly.
The source says that.
Come now. She looks, goes, does not suit you. How unruly you've become. Even after we cleaned up that mess of a friend you left there. Oof, a bloody pool he was. We enjoyed feeding him.
Not that you would know. Souls taste so much better than blood.
Speaking of that,
That's
oh yeah,
not true.
yeah. She does kind of look like, I see you found a little urchin. I had thought she would be gone driven mad from hunger. So, you are unreasonable then, Lithra. You seek to undo the remnant, seek to undo everything the whispers have given us. Why? And only affection and gifts were showered upon you.
He asked too much.
Could just say no? Why this hatred?
He took him from me.
Of course. Blaming powers for your own negligence. Thought you weren't so simple and mundane. At least we know about you now. Those who still are hidden from you, you are no longer hidden from. We shall see how you fare. Let's go over to Lady Charlotte, and I will figure out that one as well.
Stronger ones than her have tried.
And you just sort of smile as they fade to clear, and they seem to be gone.
It's vampires like that give us all such a bad name, interrupting our conversations.
Yeah. But, I mean, like, to be fair, how do you, if you're using magic to go and talk to somebody else, how do you know what they're doing like you could be interrupting any time, right? Like who knows what could happen when, because like Honeystar could send messages to people.
Oh, I can do that.
Oh, you can?
Of course.
Like, I mean, like magic, like way far away and like into the Fey realms messages. You can do that?
Yes, I put it together that you weren't talking about a quill and parchment.
Oh,
That's a simple sending spell.
yeah, what I meant is like, how do you know what the person on the other end is doing when they receive it?
Oh, you just find out whenever you get a reply.
It's half the fun.
Yeah.
If they sound sleepy, they were probably asleep. If they sound strained, they were probably doing multiple strenuous activities. In and out of combat. Just depends.
Okay, but you're going to teach us how to kill vampires, so next time we'll be prepared, right?
I can teach you what I've learned about Exferatu. Now, when it comes to killing vampires in general, it depends on the vampire.
Do we know what kind of vampire she is so we can focus our efforts?
It's a great question. Let me check with the higher powers. Would I have made any progress in finding anything unique about the methods of killing Exferatu beyond the most basic of vampire weaknesses?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a Arcana check with advantage.
Arcana, okay. Hmm. 13.
13. I would say what you've been able to learn so far is that she actually is beyond many of the common weaknesses. Light provides no disadvantage to her. Sunlight has no effect. Certainly nothing like running water. All that type of stuff.
Okay. Well, she is a very advanced vampire who's likely been dabbling in magic to overcome some of her base weaknesses.
Is there like one weakness that all vampires have that we could exploit?
Does she have to be invited inside, Matt?
No.
Crap.
I would say from this you get that like her own. She's been augmented by powerful necromancy. And I think in the same discussions, Lithra, you would know too that between her trainings and the powers of the Whispered One, there's been this vast evolution of her. I think with the third round, give you that the one thing that you do know is that when you're able to do so, when she is reduced to essentially what would normally be killed, she will instantly teleport to where her living quarters are. Her domain, and that is where she would be at 0 HP for a certain amount of time before she'd be able to regain herself.
So really the best option would be to find her residence, for lack of a better word. After all, that's the only place she can escape to.
Okay. So can her residence be anywhere? Or does it have to be like, can she only go so far away from it?
It could. I'm going to assume it could be anywhere, man.
It can be anywhere, but you do know that she has to return at some point, and every number would be very different this way. But so from your 13 especially, we'll be able to determine precisely how long. But they do have to go back and rest there from time to time to maintain it as a resting place.
Okay.
And to regain some of their abilities. Like for instance, with yours, you would have like some piece from your homeland that you would be able to do that with, but you also don't have that teleportability. But for those who do have that ability to get to their resting place to reform, there has to be a maintained resting place.
So yes, it hasn't been located yet, and for obvious reasons, she's keeping it quite secretive. Probably doesn't spend a lot of time there beyond what she has to. Our best bet is to try to find out where that place is.
Mm-hmm.
And then we sneak in, we find the place where she's resting, and we fill it with starving rats. So that when we go and find her elsewhere and we kill her and she teleports backwards, she gets eaten by rats.
Or she eats them and gets her power back.
Oh. We fill it with dynamite. Wait. We fill it with spikes.
Okay,
I love the moxie.
good plan.
But we have to find it first. Step 1, find it.
Yes.
And we know something about teeth. There was something important about teeth.
Teeth.
The more teeth, the better. So something like that. Like her lair was supposed to have a lot of teeth in it.
She marks the places she feels safe with teeth.
Oh.
Judging by the direction Honeystar was going in, and knowing that she has the ability to track her, can we determine that this place is deep underground beneath Crackham?
Yeah, you would assume.
Perhaps we should find some archaeological information or architecture, unless you already have that.
I mean, we just have. I only know about like the 3 tiers of the city, and then there's like a mine cart that will take you down, but you probably don't want to go down there. It's not great down there.
Well, I think first is Mortis needs to go.
Yeah.
And do his thing, correct, Mortis?
Yeah. And we might be able to get some more information at House Underbrand too.
Yeah.
And we have to talk to that innkeeper. Right?
Well, the innkeeper knows what happened.
Okay.
Like they had come, they had seen, and the whole idea was because of everything that you like. Basically, she was like, "Oh, we just struck that up too," and turn like it's taken care of outside of her.
Okay, cool.
So she wasn't overly concerned, actually, based on the fact that the badges were there and all that.
All right, so to House Thunderbrand.
As we walk, one last quick question that Jackson thinks of is like, do we have to have a special weapon to kill the vampire lady? Because when we were hunting demons out in the woods, we had to have special weapons, or else they just came back.
Not necessarily, no. It's just some weapons do more damage than others, but with her, it's a little bit more unpredictable.
Okay.
And I assume it's daytime out.
You're underground.
Also,
Lithra, does she have a method of tracking you, keeping tabs on you?
I don't know how she reached out to me. But if she could do that anytime, I think we're...
That's okay. Harper, keep watch. She won't sneak up on us. yeah, we go find the Thunderbrands, but only Mortis can go in, right?
We might be able to talk them into bring you in as escorts, but I don't know if they'll let me bring all of you. By the way, Lithra, she mentioned your attitude not suiting you, and I think it suits you just fine. Shall we be off then?
Ready to go.
We will make our way toward House Thunderbrands and see if we are beset by anything on the way.
All right, perfect. So, going over to House Thunderbrand. I would say, as far as being let in, you all can be immediately brought to the Leopold family. It's not like access to the whole place necessarily at this point, but there is a essentially magical medical place that is meant to be like where curses and such things are studied. You see around as they lead you to this area. A few. Lithra and Lady Charlotte, you end up glowing a bright pink. So go. You'll have to stay outside.
Of course.
Okay.
Are there cursed like metal detectors in here?
So you do see there's like several crystals and differing devices. And they would interesting enough, yeah. But the rest of you they don't see anything wrong with you.
And this is outside of the house or outside of just that wing?
You're in the complex. They're just sort of like, please, just would you, if there's anything that we can make you feel comfortable as they talk to Lady Charlotte and Lithra, let us know. Just to keep our area secured from unknown magics. We have to ask you to wait outside.
Perhaps I could browse, unless that's too much to ask.
Of course. Because they are acting like a little official as they have someone. During the time, you may spend a few minutes in the library, both of you, escorted by Fred here.
Perfect.
He kind of is really scared look on his face and then go, take them? Of course.
Then if it's all the same with you, it'll be the three of us.
Of course. Whoever would, we're glad to provide that.
It's a good opportunity for you to look for some additional information.
You're muted, Lass.
I said Oliver would probably head with him to the library as well.
Okay.
Aerolith will stick with Mortis.
And Jackson's with Mortis? Okay.
Yes.
Perfect. So they you do come in, and they essentially put large robes over all of you. This will inhibit any negative magical things you might have with you. Unfortunately, we can't inhibit creatures' natures. As So you're then led through a hallway, and there is a room. There's several white and light blue crystals that are glowing within and around, as you see Leopold and his daughter. He's holding her hand. She's resting peacefully. And waiting with you, or waiting for you, it seems, is a dwarven woman, highly decked out in various pins all across her upper shoulders. She goes, "Oh, isn't the adventurers that saved Miss Leopold?"
Yes. How's he doing? And your daughter as well.
But she's recovering. Yes, after you put a curse in her heart. Looks irritated at him. I did what I... No, I know. Apparently she had come into contact with this ring. And in order to save her, he made her one with it. And then turned her to stone. It's a lot of negative energy.
Well, I understand that it's a bit of a predicament. I've been on the hunt for that ring for some time.
Yes, and I discovered the nature. I asked him if he had known a Cranian, and he'd heard that it belonged to one. I assume you are them?
That would be me.
In that case, I would only allow this to go into your possession. We are strict rules here about the culture of such items, and it did originate from that civilization.
It originated with my family. It's a representation of my heritage, my understanding.
I'm surprised it could carry on. It's been lost for thousands of years. And there's still those who hold on to the traditions.
There are many in our culture who do.
Culture? Well, you are.
I'm from there. I grew up there.
Are you telling me it exists?
Yes.
Oh! Just sit there. And they kind of give a slight bow. Well, might we arrange a visit?
That could be tricky. It's protected by magic that prevents it from being found, which is part of why it is believed to be lost.
Of course. Well, all that to say. This particular ring, it seems to had awakened somehow. Something, an entity, from what we could tell of some type, had been imprisoned and is seeking release. It does need to be redone. We don't know the original ceremony, so we have, and they kind of hold this like heavily chained box go. We actually had to extract it from the ring. And it is here for now. Though this should only be maybe 5 years.
So you're saying that I need to... the creature's currently bound in this box, and it needs to be rebound to the ring.
Or something else. I'm not sure how. We weren't going to experiment with it, especially since an actual representative was here.
Do you know what the thing is?
No.
Oh,
We put every type of magic we had to bind anything. In fact, should have bound it much tighter, but it was breaking most of our wards, so we had to get creative. At any rate, and then they take out a small black bag and pour out the ring, though you remember it being not this bright or brilliant. It doesn't glow, but it just is beautiful. Because this has been restored to its original form. From what we can tell, its magic had been repressed previously, and then taken over by the entity.
oh.
All right.
Currently, seem to be it's quite remarkable. I've never seen anything like it. Seems to protect the user from death. Though, if we are correct, it can only be used once. It would no longer have its integrity.
Well, that's a useful feature. If I'd have known that it had that kind of magic, I would have never let it go.
And she would have been so pissed if we'd have gone in there and had that on us. You know what I'm talking about, Mortis.
At any rate, I can turn this over to you.
All right.
And leave. And Leopold does approach you and goes, I just have to thank you for what you've done. And I know you're looking for your ring. But they were looking for it and we're going to cut it out of her.
Yes, I've been looking for that ring for a long time, but I don't want to see innocent people get hurt either. So I'm glad I could help.
Good. I guess this is least I could do. And we'll hand you 500 gold. That's in the form of 50 platinum. And she goes, just thank you.
Well, hopefully you can get back to your business and see your daughter safe. I don't know if we've driven that ilk from this place. But speaking of which, I don't understand how governance passes around. Is it a matter of changing over time, or is, and I forgot the name of the house that currently runs it, Player Me. But more is remember.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it goes by force. Or somewhat long-lived compared to others, but mm, usually the council decides it's among. But they've also, the current rulers have done things well. Brought us out of a rather dark period, actually, filled with a lot of hateful practices that have been pretty much destroyed.
They've also covered a lot up.
Well, you can't fix everything in 20 years.
No, you cannot. But it's worth the council perhaps knowing of it. I don't necessarily think it would be wise for me to meet with them, but if we could find somebody from House Sunderbrand who would hear us out, so that somebody in the city knows what to be looking for.
Which picks up anything you'd like to share. Or anything you'd like to share would be most acceptable. If its politics here are delicate, but we would take any information.
Well, you should probably know that the individuals that took your daughter are part of an organization called the Remnants. They seem to have made a nest here. There's a tunnel partway between the first and second slab. Hidden by an illusory wall, there's a door. It opens upon a passphrase. The words, this is... Hold on, let me look at my notes. I forgot the passphrase. This is...
I am what is left.
I am what is left, that's right. I am what is left. It's a whole network down there. I think if we were to chase down this creature that took your daughter, we merely drove it off. We didn't kill it. And we're going to need to go deeper. Appreciate some time in the library to see if we can find out some useful information, but I don't know that you'll have anything specific to our current situation.
Of course.
Wouldn't hurt to look, though.
Much deeper below this, there's just Emberhold.
What's that?
It is another kingdom.
Oh, yeah, like a timeshare? Like,
No, just said in our history there was a disagreement. No one remembers what it was about, but our people dug deeper and deeper, and there were other things almost here would regard as abominations. But they make their home there, and the whole city civilization is tend to. Some call them dark dwarves, others they themselves call them Durigar.
oh, okay.
Well, um,
Be maybe a week's journey below.
and the passageway down, or just go through the bottom slab, or
Bottom 7 finds your way. They, our intelligence says they collapse and redo tunnels. Some so they can raid the mines of minerals. We've sent emissaries, but they've all been killed. So we stopped. If you wish to go there, but was this person... I mean, if they know where you are, I'd imagine they might go to leave quickly. It'll take you a week to get there.
yeah, you're not wrong. And I'm not even sure. I think that's where they went, but I'm not sure that's where they went.
Yeah, it could be a distraction. They just want us to think they left.
And Airless, you said you were here. Is there anything you wanted to say or ask?
Probably won't get anywhere, but she would ask, you don't happen to have any information about the league, do you?
We were informed you might be looking into such things. We do. It depends what you are looking for. We would have much of their official records. They worked closely with House Thunderbrand. We work closely with them.
You work closely with them.
Yes, they pay quite well. And hire many of our graduates. I'd say 60-70%. I mean, so it kind of looks at you like most places of academic study in Tadore, the Lyceum, the Pensoft School.
I knew a guy that was from there.
Not. I mean,
You send people to them to be murderers?
just kind of looks at you very oddly, like, no. They rebuild walls.
Not from my experience.
Looks gravely. They saved Craigham. It wouldn't be here without them. It was going to fall, erupt into a volcano, crush. Millions would have died. The League saved it. And she gets closer. But I am not naive. Just here. There is no hope to bring them to justice. Maybe elsewhere. But anything we have that's in our library, you may see.
She nods.
It's the thing with people who do good sometimes. They know they can get away with much. All right. Now, team library. What would you all wanted to look at?
Well, I think this is Charlotte's first time ever being here, and so she's probably browsing a bit, trying to get some information about Exferatu in particular, perhaps looking for clues as to what she could probably put together in terms of where might this place be, based on what she knows already, based on what she knows of other vampires, and based on just the layout of Craghammer.
Sure. Go ahead and give me an investigation check with advantage.
Right. A 1 and a 2 for a 5.
You find that she was imprisoned in the Black Bastille within Amman. Supposedly an inescapable prison, and she was the only one that is ever to have thought to have escaped.
Gotcha. And I would ask, the other thing I would do is ask our escort, do you happen to have information about what would make a vampire able to withstand the sun?
I would say, because I don't know. There's not a specific chapter on that they're able to find. Would say, but trying to think. I think I don't think there's a good answer for you, this particular person. Other than I think there's some things of just how that vampires, like other creatures, can make deals with entities. That other entities from other planes of existence or the lower planes themselves might be able to grant such things.
Thank you. You've been very helpful. You look nervous.
So he pulls up his shirt up a little higher over his neck. No. The rest of you.
I'm looking for information on the underground structure below Craighammer and what lies there, if there's any creature, any danger if we were to travel down there.
Sure. Give me investigation with advantage.
Uh, 23.
Yeah, what you are able to essentially find here is what's considered a general map of the above and below. And I'm going to go ahead and throw that into the Discord handouts for you. Oh. There you are. So you find much as far as like in the general area where it could be here, the more area of the city. There you can see the kingdom of Emberhold. As well. And notice noted that is like those are general tunnels, not necessarily precision that have been drawn.
Does our escort seem like he responds better to trying to figure out what kind of charisma he might respond to? Would that be insight?
Give me insight check, yeah.
8.
Oh.
I'm rolling real great.
A lot of stuff. But Brazen Age and Oliver, you're there too? Anything in particular?
Seeing as we're going into Emberhold and probably interacting with the Dwargar, I think Oliver would do some research on them. Whatever he can find as far as interactions with them go.
Sure. A few of the things that you're able to find. Generally down, the best way to get down there usually is actually kind of deeper from a place known as Keenstone Quarry. And the Emberhold is a kind of large kingdom with towns that serve as vassals, basically. They're feudalistic in that way and has an absolute monarch, very much unlike Craighammer, known as the King of Embers. According to these documents, the current one is King Thangruel II. And the reports here basically are that he's waging wars throughout the Underdark of Exandria. They note that he follows a being known as the Crawling King. And I would say other stuff is there's a contingent of dark elves from a place known as Rune Shock that they note that have a strong amount of power here. And there's various notes on that. Just various notes on just that various of greater beings that could be influencing is things like the Spider Queen and such stuff, as they have some of these notes. Other things of just that you would pick up in searching here would be that the former king, Murgol, was killed by a person known as Scanlan Shortholt, while his wife Ular was killed by a being known as Kavan. And then in some margins here, there's the word heir written in a margin with a question mark.
Air is in H-E-I-R or air is in A-I-R?
H-E-I-R.
Okay.
Oh,
I was curious too. air?
Underground, I could see why that might be a thing. Yeah. Then I guess Brazen Edge, if you had anything.
He'd be looking into the league as what they did for Craghammer, trying to get more than anything, see if he can ascertain any names or stations.
Okay. Wouldn't be a name, but very specifically here, the title, the Wonder Worker, is directly responsible for the salvation of Craighammer. Very specifically, the central slab was set to collapse into the pits. So the center one into the lower one would have just, both of them would have been entirely destroyed. So easily the majority of the population. And there's some notes here of how after that the Thunderbrand was very resistant to allying with the League before that, and that is after that is when all the gates kind of opened up and many Thunderbrand the students became what they called spell slingers, or spell rights rather. Spell rights of which is low ranking, kind of for hire. The majority of the employment here is more of a free agency, private contractor type. They qualified for the League for, and then they find a lot of work through that. They don't necessarily report to like a League office, or they're not in some type of place. And so I think through this, you sort of get like there's this big separation of a lot who do League work only get like, hey, go fix a wall, go kind of take care of this, and it kind of comes to their home by letter or by whatever. And so they don't kind of, many have never been to any official place here, and especially in Thunderman, they might just get it from the house and then they go. To kind of give an idea of like the association that exists. There's certainly some have risen in the ranks.
The Wonder Worker, because this isn't the first time that we've come across that particular title or name. There's no description as far as whether it's an elf, whether it's because we've heard about the making the constructs in their image.
Right.
But there's nothing that anybody would have written down that was impressionable of them.
The only report that you have is that they've only been seen 3 times in public in the last 24 years.
Okay.
One was during this incident, and always to do something. And they're always, each time they were described as a humanoid in robes of starlight, wearing a Mithra mask.
Okay.
In that case, I think we'll. What do you feel like is your next step from here? I guess as a group.
We can either go down or go into the mountains.
Basically. let's see. Okay, so I guess going down is the most likely way to find Ithrachu, based on what we know.
I don't know if it's likely, but
Might be able to find some information depending.
Okay.
if we're gonna root her out of her hidey hole and figure out where she calls home, that seems to be the direction it is.
Yeah, I think just keep in mind you have a lot of evidence of her in teleportation circles.
Yes.
That's right.
So there's a lot that's probably to that. And I would say, I think based on this campaign, could definitely go down. That is definitely chasing a trail that can go to many other trails, which is a fine thing to do. And just, I think, given what we've talked about in the past, this is good to kind of, I think, put that like, boom, it's there. This is what this can do, versus proceed otherwise. But it's totally fine either way.
Well, I think that's going to lead elsewhere. So I think probably gaining some allies by trying to figure out where this bird is probably our next move.
Firebird. Jackson has wanted to find the Firebird for a long time.
But if that's the case, Mortis would want to check in with the enchantment guild to see if their auto harvester is ready, has been reset, so he can take it with him, just in case.
Yeah.
And your
Yeah.
mirror too, right?
Do what?
And picking up your mirror at some point too.
Yeah, that
Right.
was going to take a while, though.
Yeah. So perfect. In that case, so is it the idea that it's probably are you kind of going out as opposed to down? Is that what I'm hearing, or is that just?
I think so.
Okay, cool.
That would be my vote as a player.
Cool. In that case, what we'll call it is a month of downtime. But if you're looking at the book for any downtime activities, you can spend up to 12 weeks of what it would like cost to do some stuff there, and I think that will be, and then we will kind of like take off from there. So there's like the idea of like basically you have a chance to rest and recuperate from all the kind of crazy things that you've had to do in order to be ready to move forward. But with that, those of you watching, thank you so much, and we will end for tonight.
Good night.
All right, guys.